An Israeli politician is catching heat for some pretty loathsome comments. So Haaretz explains here. Lower Galilee Regional Council head Motti Dotan told a radio station that he doesn't want to see Arabs making use of pools in his locality. He said, quote, "I don't hate Arabs, of course not, but I don't want them at my pools. I don't go to their pools either. If I'd come in a sleazy bathing suit, or if girls in bikinis come with me, it's clear to you what will happen to them. So that's why they'll stay in their pools, and my guys will stay in our pools. It's cultural differences. It's not racism. In non-Jewish Arab culture, you go into the pool with clothes trying to dictate all types of clothing, and that's why it doesn't suit us. The culture of cleanliness isn't the same as ours. Why is that racist?" So that's adorable. He says, look, I don't hate them. I'm not racist, but I don't want them, quote, I don't want them at my pools. So you're saying that we can set up a system that's like separate but equal. That's a good idea. I'm sure that's never been tried historically anywhere else, and it wasn't total bullshit, and of course it was separate and unequal. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Seriously? These are the conversations that we're having? Separate by its nature is unequal. And remember, he keeps going back and forth. He's like, well, look, I don't hate Arabs. It's cultural differences. And then he says non-Jewish Arabs, well, they don't have the culture of cleanliness. Okay, that's bad in and of itself, but you're even contradicting yourself, because you're saying you don't want Arabs in your pool, period. You're not just saying non-Jewish Arabs. You're just saying Arabs, period. So for people, oftentimes people go, Islam isn't a race, so it can't be racist. Gotcha. Well, no, this is him being racist. He's like, no Arabs, period. No Arabs. And even if it was, hey, no Muslims, that may not technically be racism, but it is bigotry. You just change the word a little, and you go, oh, okay, well, that is what it is. So don't give me this bullshit, man. Stop using this is a pathetic rationalization. Cultural differences, so I have to ban them. Well, you can acknowledge that cultural differences in many areas exist without saying, I will ban all Arabs from coming to my pool and setting up a situation of apartheid. And then people get mad at you when you say, Israel is kind of a de facto apartheid state. How dare you? Only democracy in the Middle East. Yeah, with an apartheid state and an occupation and oppression of the Palestinians and violating international law. You're not allowed to say that. Only democracy in the Middle East. You're allowed to be nuanced and accurate on these things. You could say, okay, you're more democratic. You're better with gay rights, for example. You're better in some domestic issues, some economic issues, some social issues. But you are doing an apartheid state. You are doing occupation. You are doing oppression. You are violating international law. And you have politicians who are saying, no Arabs allowed in my pool. Me racist? What are you talking about? I'm not racist. Well, no Arabs allowed. Me racist? Okay, I said seriously, no Arabs. Don't call me a racist. What the fuck are you talking about? But seriously, no Arabs, though. Anywhere where they are banning the other, that's not okay. So if it is true that at Arab pools, there's no Jewish people there, and they're banning them, well, then they should allow Jews too. They should. And it is true that in surrounding countries, believe me, I sound like Trump, believe me, if you're an atheist, if you're a Jew, and you're in Saudi Arabia, you're in one of these fundamentalist Muslim countries, it ain't fucking pretty for you. So yes, there is bigotry there too. Nobody's saying, oh my God, it's only this fucking Israeli politician that's a bigot. No, it's all over the fucking place. But we have to be against all the forms of bigotry. Saudi Arabia says all atheists are terrorists. That ain't true, and that is profoundly bigoted. Profoundly bigoted. Again, they're very bigoted against Jews officially in some of these countries. We got to be against that. We also have to be against the bigotry of this Israeli politician who says, I'm banning Arabs from my pool. We got to get past this, guys. We have to actually be liberal.